today I'm going to be making a really simple recipe, chocolate chip cookies. Now this is a really good recipe if you're short of time but you want to just make something quick if people are coming around for a cup of tea. It tends to make sort of 10 to 12 or maybe a few more if you make them smaller, but literally it takes 2 seconds to knock it together. You can either make small cookies as well, or you can make one large cookie and decorate it as a sort of birthday cookie, which is what I've done before. So starting off, we're going to put our butter in here. I've let this soften up outside the fridge for sort of an hour or so now, and then I'm going to cream it together with my sugar. So using brown sugar today, not caster, and then we're just going to sort of cream these together. Okay, this butter isn't as soft as I thought it was. Maybe I should have cut the butter into smaller lumps is the key. Now this recipe will get quite messy, I will warn you, just because you end up doing it with your hands towards the end to mix in all the flour and stuff. Right, so this is just about now coming together. Okay, so it's now creamed together so it looks something like this. Then you're going to add in a tablespoon of golden syrup. For the recipe, guys, I'll also I'll just write all the ingredients down below for you. We're going to add all that in. Almost got all over myself. I love the smell of golden syrup, it's so good. Don't have to get the last bit of that out. Just try and like scoop it out. My hands are clean, by the way. Right, so you're going to mix in then your golden syrup. And then after that you're going to mix in about half of your flour. Now today I'm using a bit of a mixture. I've got some self-raising flour in here. I've also got some spelt flour. It's something that my mum started using, and I quite like the texture added to cakes. It doesn't make that much difference, but it also gives it a bit of a nutty flavour. So I quite like using that. I also quite like using wholemeal flour, so that's why it's quite similar to that in a way. So I usually just add in sort of a quarter to half of the flour. I change to spelt flour with some of my recipes. So I'm just going to mix this in. And so you've got a bit of a more firmer dough forming now. Then, this is the messy part, is where you're going to put in the rest of your flour, but you're also going to add in your chocolate chips. With this, this recipe you can literally add in whatever you want. So if you wanted to put in like peanut M&Ms or well, whatever you want, Smarties or something like that, you know you can. It's a really good recipe that you can just alternate up whatever you want to put in it. Today I'm using chocolate chips, so I've got white chocolate and dark chocolate in here, but you can by all means you know, put in whatever you want really. So you're just going to mix that in with your hands just until it makes like a nice firm dough. So you do get a bit messy. Just work it all together until it's all one thing I do love about this recipe is that, well, another thing I love about this recipe is that their cookies come out and they're literally like the shop bought ones are. They're really nice and like soft and doughy in the middle. It's really nice. So there you go, you've got your dough here. What you do is just split it into equal balls basically, and then you're going to put them on your baking tray. I've preheated my oven to 170 degrees on fan oven, and then you're going to bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes. I try and keep an eye on them just because they're cooking for quite a short amount of time really, and they can catch quite quickly because of all the sugar in them. So I'm going to split that in half. Oh, my nose is itching. And then I'm going to grab off a piece of dough sort of about that size. I'm just going to sort of, maybe a little bit smaller actually. Just roll it round in my hands. And then I'm going to pop it on here. Just press it down lightly. Not too much though, so you want it to look sort of about like that sort of size because they do grow quite a lot. So I pop this by here. Pop that by there. Flip it over a little bit. The key is not to flatten these ones too much just because they do tend to sort of fan out quite a lot in the oven. So I'll pop that one there, that's the same size. So today I think I'm going to make about 8 because I do like a big cookie, or bigger cookies. So just pop that one down. Obviously you can make these as big as you want really, but I quite like this size. And it's really easy to double up the recipe if you wanted to. As well, I often make a double batch of these because they don't make that many. There we go, so I've got 5 on there. So I'm just going to pop those in the oven and I'll show you the result after. Okay, so they've been in the oven for about 12 minutes. So I'll take them out. And this is what they look like. They're quite soft to touch. So you want to just let them sort of firm up and cool a little bit on the tray first before transferring them onto a wire rack to cool. But don't they look amazing? Look at that cookie, doesn't it look amazing? And here is the finished product. Don't they look amazing? I think I'm going to go and enjoy one of these now with a cup of coffee. But if you like this video guys, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe below as well. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!